comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So we have to talk about the Rugby League Grand Final last night. What an absolute fucking epic. Actually, I don't even want to talk about the Grand Final. Fuck the Grand Final. All I want to talk about is Nathan Cleary. I have never seen a better individual performance in certainly rugby league, but possibly any sport, than the last fucking 20 minutes of that grand final. It was absolute fucking magic. I don't even know how to fucking describe it. So Nathan Cleary plays for the Penrith Panthers. They're going for 3 straight grand final wins. It hasn't been done in 40 years. They're playing the Broncos. The Broncos have a stacked team as well. First half, Penrith Panthers pretty much dominate possession. They're killing it. They should be fucking miles ahead, but Brisbane score a late try and it ends up being 8-6 at halftime. Then Brisbane Broncos come out after halftime and just fucking blitz the Panthers. Ezra, whatever his last name is, scores fucking 3 tries. The Broncos are looking faster, stronger, better. They're just carving the Panthers up. It ends up being 24-8 Brisbane's way with about 20 minutes to go. In steps Nathan fucking Cleary. And I've never rated that cunt. And there's fucking plenty of people that fucking shit on him as well. If you go to Twitter, I'm like, he's never really stepped up. Well, fucking did he step up. I've never seen someone fucking carry an entire team on his shoulders. The rest of the Panthers, they gave up. You could see it in their eyes. You could see it in their body language. The only one that didn't give up was Nathan Cleary. And it was just unfucking believable. Maybe Jordan did it a couple of times. Brady did it a couple of times in those comeback Super Bowls. But this was something else. His entire team gave up. They were hands on their hips. The Broncos were dominating. It was just a body language thing. And then Nathan Cleary fucking breaks the line. Gets through the defense. Throws a fucking inside ball for a try. I think that was around about 17 minutes left. Making up that much of a deficit in rugby league, it's not the easiest, especially in a grand final. So there's a little bit of a pulse. It still seems like it's a foregone conclusion that Brisbane are going to win this grand final. They're too far ahead. Probably not enough time left. Nathan Cleary gets the ball, kicks a 40-20, which is just, it's too hard to explain. It basically means they go all the way to their end, get the ball back, ready to score. They score another try. There's a pulse now. And every single time Nathan Cleary gets the ball, it looks like he's unstoppable. It looks like he's playing a different fucking game. So now the Panthers are just like, all right, something's happening here. We've got fucking Superman running the fucking plays. Let's just help him out a little bit. Let's see what we can do. And Nathan Cleary is just like, don't worry about it, boys. I don't even need your help. I'll just do it myself. 2 minutes remaining. Panthers down by 4. A try is 4 points, which is basically a touchdown. And the goal kick conversion is 2 points. So 2 minutes remaining. Final tackle. Nathan Cleary gets the ball 10 meters out. Runs to the outside, puts a step on, cuts back inside, scores a try under the post, kicks the conversion. Panthers win by 2 points. Nathan Cleary, I don't know what else I can say about him. I've never actually seen an entire team give up, and that's what they did. They gave up. His entire team, besides him, gave up. And he's just like, all right, fucking, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm just going to put all fucking 12 of you other cunts on my shoulders. And if you want to come, but I'm doing it myself regardless. It was an absolutely fucking amazing performance. I was going for the Broncos, but fucking, I wasn't even disappointed in the end. I'm like, what the fuck? It was the greatest 20 minutes I've ever seen a player play. Certainly rugby league, possibly all sports. It was fucking amazing. Anyway, it's Monday. It's been a public holiday today, but it isn't for the rest of the world. So you know what time it is? It's Ask Boyle time. It's Ask Boyle time. So if you have a question you would like answered by one of the greatest minds of the generation or any generation, comedian, philosopher, crane operator, Le Boyle, then head to my website. It's boylecomedy.com. You'll see a section there for Ask Boyles. Get some in. I need to replenish the Ask Boyles. Also, Canadian tickets are up there. The Vancouver tickets haven't been put up there yet. They'll be up there tonight. Don't stress out. It's going to all get cleaned up. The Toronto tickets are for sale, so fucking snap them up. Vancouver will be up today as well. Also, fucking join the Patreon. There's a whole bunch of decliners this month, so jump on board. Anyway, let's get to this week's Ask Boyle. So this week's Ask Boyle was sent in by James Riley, an Aussie fella. And Riley's question is this. Is it more or less likely we are in a simulation? Well, Riley's, believe it or not, you have come to the right place. It's actually a good time to get this question because did any of you cunts see that Mark Zuckerberg, Lex Friedman fucking interview in the metaverse? That was a little bit weird, a little bit freaky, and highly concerning. So if you look at that interview and you think about that question, then you're like 110, we're in a simulation. But if we're in a simulation, how would you be able to see outside the simulation? That is a question that has haunted me my whole life because it does sort of feel like a simulation. The only time I feel like I've ever seen outside the simulation is DMT. Like when you take shrooms and acid and shit like that, it still feels like you're in the sim, but the laws are a little bit more malleable. Crazy as shit can happen. Your senses are not trustworthy. But on DMT, when you get that fucking blast, when you blast off, and that's what it feels like a blast off, but it could just be like, I don't know, a complete change in vibrational energy and you just transfer into that world. But the thing is, how would you know that that's not a sim as well? What if it's just simulations all the way down? It definitely felt more real than here, even though everything in that world, which is actually this world, even though everything in there seemed absolutely fucking alien, there was like this sense of, I've been here before, I sort of know this place, even though it was terrifying. And I always get that when I smoke DMT as well. Like I'm fucking terrified just beforehand. And then when it sort of comes on, you're like freaking out. And then you blast through and you're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about this. Oh yeah, the music. Oh, the colors. Oh yeah, the fractals. Oh yeah, those little alien fucks. What are they? What are they again? What's that? What are those voices? And then by the time you're just getting used to it, you fucking bounce back out. But I don't even think that is ultimate reality either. I think if you're in there long enough, you could start thinking that's a simulation as well. That world sort of feels like it's the building blocks for this reality. That reality feels like it's the building blocks for this reality. That's what I'm trying to say. But you go deeper and deeper into the DMT experience, and then that world sort of falls away, and then you go to different spaces as well. It's very strange. But I don't think it fucking matters if this is a sim or not. Just enjoy the fucking game as best you can. What I'm looking forward to more than anything is I think we're going to go to another level soon. Like we're going to unlock some special features in this simulation and we're going to be able to do some crazier shit than we've ever been able to do before. life is going to get real fucking exciting after the next 10 years. The next 10 years, not going to be very exciting. They're going to be very, very tumultuous. But if you can make it through the next 10, then we've got some exciting shit coming. It's going to be real fucking cool. But before the new world comes through, a lot of this old world has to fucking die. And that's what it feels like we're at the beginning of. I think in about 10 years, if you look back on now, you're going to think, what the fuck? We were so arrogant. We thought we knew everything. We knew nothing. It's going to feel like you're living in a crazy simulation in 10 years. But just get through this fucking next phase. This next phase is going to be fucked. I can tell you that right now. You don't have to have a fucking crystal ball to know that. It's coming. It's not far away either. It's closer than you think. Anyway, we'll leave you on that cheerful note. That'll do for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around. And I'll see you the fucking later.